So why is it called roti gedi?
Very very gede ya. Kena telur.
Gedi.
Kota Bharu is a town located in the northeastern part of Malaysia, close to the Thai border. Unfortunately, due to its proximity to the river, it sometimes gets flooded, especially during the monsoon season from October to February. Our initial plan was to take the train from Kuala Lumpur to Gemas to Kota Bharu. But just a few hours before our scheduled departure, we received a call that our sleeper train was cancelled due to a flood. So we changed our plan and booked last-minute bus tickets instead. We took the double-decker Sunny Express bus, which cost 34 ringgit and 70 cent per person. Day 1. We arrived early in the morning after an 8-hour journey. It was raining heavily. Luckily, the food court at the bus station opens early. So we had our first meal of the day, which was rice with beef. And then, when the rain had subsided a little, we went sightseeing. The easiest way to get around in Kota Bharu is by Grab. Our first stop was the Siti Khadijah market. Here you can find fresh produce including meats, seafood, fruits, more fruits, grains, many different types of fish crackers, spices, and loads of chili. They also sell clothes and other non-perishable items on the upper floors. And so we bought all the spices and fish crackers we needed. Then we continued sightseeing. The tickets to enter these museums are only 2 ringgit each. We went to Istana Johor to see what an old Kelantanese palace looks like. And then we went to the War Museum to relearn what we had already forgotten from our high school history lessons. Not too far from the museums is the Royal Bridge. During our visit, it was partially submerged because of the flood. For lunch, we went to Nasi Ulam Ceku. They had a wide selection of side dishes to choose from. And this is what we had. They even had live music. After lunch, we went to our hotel to check in. If you're looking for cheap accommodation in Kota Bharu, Asla Boutique Hotel offers pretty decent rooms with reasonable rates and a strategic location close to all the major attractions. Once we had freshened up and had some rest, we went out to explore the street art. For dinner, we met up with some local friends who took us to a halal Chinese seafood restaurant. And because a meal is not complete without coffee and desserts, we went cafe hopping. Okay, this one is not really a dessert place, but we figured we could do with some late night snacks. And besides, for only 80 cents per stick, it was quite a steal. Day 2. Neither one of us is a morning person, but we didn't mind waking up early on our travels just for a good breakfast.
Good morning.
We went to an old kopitiam near our hotel for some Nyonya food. For lunch, we met up with another local friend who took us to one of the most famous ayam percik places in town.
Ini kita nak bawa dari tourist. Ini kita bawa dekat Yati yang ayam percik. Ada dia punya famous lah ayam percik ni dekat Kelantan. Ada labu biru, sorok lada, ayam percik dan daging bakar.
Okay. Lagi?
Itu je lah.
Tu je lah.
And later on, because we were too full to eat anything else, we decided to go to the beach. Pantai Seno is a picturesque beach located about 30 minutes away from the city center. Due to its abundance of trees, it is a popular photography spot for locals. It is also locally known as Malaysia's Nami Island. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying the sea breeze, taking photos, and sipping on coconut milkshakes. When we got back to the city, we went for some drinks and desserts at Jubilee Cafe. This unique cafe houses hundreds of vintage memorabilia from the past decades. And before we went back to our hotel for the night, we checked out a nearby night market.
Tak ni kuih apa?
Ni kuih koci.
Kuih koci. Oh, kecil eh?
Harapnya beli ikan puyuh, kita gula dia nak makan singgah, podeng tak goyah dulu.
Day 3. We went back to the same coffee shop that we went to the day before, but this time we had a turnip cake and rice with fish. After such a heavy meal, we forced ourselves to walk a few miles to burn off some calories before we eat more food. We made a quick stop at Nascan Cafe to try out the locally produced coffee. Next, we headed to Kopitiam Kita because we decided that we were ready for a second breakfast.
Nasi gula ayam cobek ni kena beratur panjang, kena tunggu pagi-pagi lagi. Selepas subuh tu kena tunggu jam. Tapi bila berada di Kopitiam kita, anda tidak perlu beratur, cuma perlu ambil di sebelah kaunter pembayaran kalau nak makan nasi gula ayam cobek yang sedap.
And we were not done yet. On our way back to the hotel, we visited Hover Restaurant, which is famous for its free-range chicken. So we bought 2 chicken legs to take away. In the late afternoon, we spent some time in Museum Kelantan because we felt like we hadn't done anything much in Kota Bharu other than eat. Then we continued eating. This time we had mee chambo and nasi air. At night time, we had beef and chicken satay at Satay Baung. And we finished it off with some coffee at Volt Cafe. Day 4. On our last day in Kota Bharu, we had breakfast at Kedai Kopi Dane Tokyo. They're famous for their teh tarik with honey, so we tried that as well as laksam, nasi dagang, and nasi kerabu. And that marks the end of our foodie adventure in Kota Bharu. For those of you who love food as much as we do, I'd highly recommend visiting this place in East Coast Malaysia. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.